Hey everyone, I'm gonna record this vlog now while I'm frustrated and pissed off at the fucking world. Sorry for dropping an F-bomb. So I went in this morning for my, hopefully I can talk about this without crying, my follow-up for blood work and ultrasound. And when I went in for my ultrasound first, and she was like, is this your initial cycle day 3, your baseline? And I was like, no. I was like, this is the 3rd time I've been here. And she's like, alright, well there's no growth at all. Like, no growth. Because she looked back at Fridays and everything is exactly the same. So I have 14 non-dominant follicles on my left and 16 on my right, but nothing over 10. So I have no dominant follicles. And my blood work seemed okay. So the nurse called me and was like, alright, we're going to up your dosage to 150 and see if that will work. You know, it's trial and error. We might have to bump you up even more. I was like, okay. So I called the pharmacy and I said, alright, I need to refill my prescription. I need it by tonight. Is there any way I can come and pick it up? Mind you, the place, there's 2 pharmacies and they're both about an hour away from my work. So they're like, yeah, you just have to be here before 5. So this was like 2 o'clock. So I was like, okay. So I went into my boss. I'm like, I gotta leave at 3:30. And I think she's like kind of pissed at me that I'm constantly leaving. But like, how do I just blurt out, like, I can't have a baby, so I have to leave to go get medication. So anyways, so I tell her I have to leave, and she kind of got upset with me, and I was like, whatever. So I get ready to go in the car, and I'm going to switch you, and the pharmacy calls me back, and they say, oh, we're sorry, for some reason, your insurance is kicking it back and not accepting the medication. I'm like, I'm on the medication. I have a refill for the medication. They're like, well, hold on, maybe it's an internal error. So they did a little hunting, and it wasn't internal. The insurance wanted another authorization on the medication, even though I was on it. So I spent the next 4 hours on the phone with the pharmacy, the insurance company, and my nurses trying to figure something out. And, you know, maybe there was a possibility of driving an hour away to the main location of my infertility center and see if they had any extra on hand, but they didn't have any extra, so I couldn't do that. The next option was to pay $500 for 2 doses of this medication and pray that my insurance company will reimburse me for it. Also drive an hour and a half to go get the medication at 6 o'clock at night. And, or have it couriered to my house for the $500 plus the $80 it would cost me to courier it. So that would be almost $600 out of pocket for 2 doses. Mind you, all I have is 75 units left on my pen. I think. I might have 37.5 left on my pen for tonight, because I honestly didn't think that I was going to need it. I really felt like I didn't need it. So I didn't think anything. I didn't think that they were going to need an authorization on a refill. So my last conversation with the doctor, I said, I'm not driving and paying out of pocket. I just can't do it right now. I'm so frustrated. I've spent 3 hours like crying hysterically, so upset that the cycle just blows. And I was so positive about it. And so I'm going to take the 75 tonight, and hopefully an authorization will go through and I can go get the other 75 tomorrow morning at 8:30, which means I'll be late because it's an hour away from my work. If I don't get that, the cycle might be canceled. I don't know yet. She didn't really have a yes or a no yet about it if I didn't get the medication. If I didn't get the 2nd dose by tomorrow morning. So, yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I've like literally just cried all day. Like, after I got my ultrasound done, I went down to get my blood work done, and it was the same tech, and she's like, she looked at me, she's like, so how is it? And I go, it's not working. And she was so sad. She's like, oh, I hate to hear that. She's like, I don't want to hear that it's not working. And she's like, you know, it took me 5 years of this to get pregnant. And she's like, I know nothing I say is gonna help. It just sucks that it's not working. I have nothing. And even for cycle day 11, I should at least have something over 10 for a normal ovulation, and I don't have anything that's over 9. So I just need some positive thoughts, and just positive thoughts. I don't know what else I can ask for. I'm just frustrated, and I'm annoyed, and I'm tired, and I'm exhausted, and I'm tired of being sad. And right when I get my hopes up and think it's gonna work, they just come crashing down. So anyways, I wanted to record this while I was still hysterical, and I like drove to my mom's work, and she was getting out of work, and I parked next to her, and I was like, I need your phone, and I was like on both phones calling everyone. It was just ridiculous. And my poor mom, I love her to death, but she, as mean as it was, she made a great point. You know, you're doing all this and you don't even know if it's gonna work. And it's true, I don't know if it's gonna work. So yeah, so that's what I got for you guys. Nothing. Once I find out more tomorrow, I will update and let you guys know. I'm hoping in 2 days it's a completely different story and I'm ecstatic, but right now I'm miserable and I'm upset. So yeah, so I will update you guys tomorrow if I get a chance. Otherwise I'll update my Facebook, so check my Facebook. But send positive thoughts and prayers and everything that magically an ovary will decide to make an egg for this cycle. And I will talk to you guys soon.